from My Scrappy Life, and welcome back to the channel. This is a process video for Spiegel Mom Scraps, where I am going to be using the Frolic Along, I think is what it's called, yeah. And it matches really well with the Woodland and Grove, but I also have the Gingham collection put together with this. I have taken a photo from my family photos that we got done last summer, and anything that had Asher in it this is why I'm using this collection. So I'm going to use this. This is part of the June collection. There are 4 other ones that came out, which was Carnival, Sweet Pea, and then Find the Joy. So let's go ahead and see what I can do with this, because I am pairing this layout with Scraplift Sunday with Laura, where we are going to scraplift Josephine van der Hoven, and her layout will be up here in the corner so that you can see. It is an awesome one. Obviously, she does a lot of white backgrounds, which is something that Laura loves to do more than I do, but I was actually the one that picked this one out because I really love this one. So let's see what I can do. All right, as you can tell, Josephine has it all completely white, and then this spot in the middle of her paper, and it's her layout. So I decided to take one of the Woodland background pieces that were black that had like this marble effect and use that as my background piece. And then I came in with a bunch of the different papers. I looked at these before I started the filming so that it didn't take me too long to figure out kind of like what pieces I wanted and what would look good and that, and then cut them all up. And so she has a bunch of layering pieces. Now, I'm not sure what collection she's using, but it looks like she used a bunch of like the tags and that kind of thing. And where for me, I personally wanted to use more of the pattern papers and kind of go like that, kind of go from there and leave this pattern, the flower pattern paper as like my focal point. And so I do staple them all together just so that they don't move, because I do like how these are sitting together. And then I want to distress all of them because, you know, that's just my jam. And I wanted to make sure that everything looked good, and I wanted it to stand out on this grayish basil background. So I got out the distressed oxide, and while you're watching me layer this picture up, the distressed oxide that I pulled out that matches that blue really well, it's called the Faded Jeans. And I do go around the whole page, and I make sure that I get to where you really see it heavily on the outside. And then I go in with my paint pan, and the paint pan is linked down below. It's one of my favorite ones. It is my second brand go-to, if you want to call it that, for the white paint pen, and it works wonderful. On the still shots, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about with the white, because I really wanted to put a lot of splatters and a lot of rings around this, because I am going to the best term is kind of drop the sequence, and wherever it lands, that's where I am going to put the sequence. And I'm just going to glue it down that way. So that is what I'm doing with those. And that's why you won't see it until towards the end, because I wanted everything placed down first before I started to drop the sequence so that it can land kind of wherever it wanted to. So I'm going through these florals, and I'm going through all of these, and I'm just kind of placing them kind of what I feel the color tone should look like. I put some of the blues and some of the purples. I'm kind of going through all of them. I haven't really used a lot of these, so I do have quite a bit to pick through to find out like what would match. And I really, when I put this butterfly down, it fit like perfect. So I had to get that glued down. I had to get my title in, which is Adore You. And This acrylic piece is from Bramble Fox, if I remember correctly. And for that, because I used to, for a little bit, I was on their design team, and that was one of theirs that I got, if I remember correctly, for that. So I figured that with the way this photo looks, and my husband and I kissing, and the dog, and Kaylin just looking at us like adorable, I thought Adore You would be perfect for my title. Now I'm just holding this acrylic piece down because I bent it so that the wings were up a little bit, because I can't really put anything on it other than glue it down. So I am going to place this piece here off to the side just so that I can add, I wanted something on this side. I felt like it was a little, I don't know what you want to say, like it was like a little lost, like there was nothing over here. And then by the time that I put down all my sequins, it actually matches really what I needed. So make sure that you go check out the shop, the sequence shop. This is part of the May sequence collection, so make sure you go and check that out, and then use Miranda 15 for 15% off. Also make sure you go check out Laura as well and see her take on this layout, since her and I do this collaboration on the second and the fourth Sunday of every month. I figured that it worked out wonderful for how I wanted this to look. And so here I am, I'm just splattering dropping the pieces, and kind of just wherever they land is where they're going to go. And then I'm going to glue around them, make sure that all of the pieces are there. Now, this is where I kind of get a little crazy. I love the layout. Like, I absolutely love the layout. I wish I would have placed the sequence a little bit closer together so it looked more of a cluster versus a splatter. But I placed them wherever they landed is where I placed them. And I glued them. That was the only thing. That would be the only thing that if I really truly wanted to change something of this layout, I wish I would have closed in the sequence just a little bit, but not too much. I still love everything about it. I love this sequence mix. It works wonderful with the Woodland collection, the Woodland and Grace collection, I think is what it's completely called. Make sure that you check out the still shots. Make sure you go check out Laura's channel, and also make sure you go check out the shop. It is all listed down below. Miranda 15 will get you 15% off. Like and subscribe to the channel. We would love to have you as part of our YouTube family. I hope that you guys are all staying safe. The still shots are coming up, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye.